Hello guys, welcome to Tech Design. Hope you're enjoying all my sheet metal videos. So if you have any doubts, you can just ask me in the comment section so that I can able to answer you. So in this tutorial, I'm going to explain how the bead command works. So bead command, it will be useful for giving a stiffness for a sheet metal. So usually these beads will be given in a series in a patterned way. So multiple beads will be given in a sheet metal in order to have stiffness for sheet metal. So I'm just going to explain you how bead command works and what are the different types of beads that are existing in the bead command. So what I will do is quickly we will go into a new file. Let me select a sheet metal and click OK. So this will take you to a sheet metal workbench. So now what I will do is I'll just simply create a simple sketch. Okay, so I'm going to create a simple sketch here. So go to sketch and then click any of the model. So I'll just start by a rectangle. So this is my rectangle, so let me give some dimension to it. So this side it is 150. Okay, and then this side it is 300. Okay, yeah, now sketch is fully constrained. I'm just going to draw a single line here. So let me constrain this line as well. So from this point to this point it is 50 mm. Okay, and this length of the model is 50 mm, and we are left with one more constraint, that is horizontal distance. So let us give a horizontal distance between this to this, it will be 50 mm. So okay, so now we have this single line. So we have our multiple beads. So that what I will do is I'll just create an pattern for this line. So let us go to pattern file, pattern curve, and select this pattern along this direction. So my count and span, 3 counts and span will be 60. Sorry, count and yeah. So now in this direction, this is the bottom direction, and in this direction let me create 3 lines with count and span, and this is 3 and this is 145. Okay, so now you can see in the preview here in this direction we have 3 curves, and here in this direction as well as 3 curves. So I just patterned the single curve into 9 places. So that's all I have in this sketch now. Let me finish the sketch. Okay, so now what I will do is I'll just create a tab in order to show you how the bead works. So here is a tab, and I'm just going to select an entire edge that is a square shape. So I don't want this line to be selected, so I'll just keep it as a connected curves, or single curve also works. So as soon as you select, as you can see here, a tab is created. So now what I will do is I'll just start creating beads by every single line. So the bead will be available inside the punch group, and you can just go to here, and here is the bead. So we need to give only one input, that is one curve for bead. So that is the reason why I have created so many curves here. So what we have is we have cross section. So different cross section, 3 different cross sections will be available here: circular, and then U shape and V shape. And inside the circular we have 3 more sections here: formed, lanced, and punched. So I'm going to explain all these 9 configurations. So what I will do is first I will just give this as an input, this line. So as soon as I select that line, keep it as a circular, and as you can see here there is an error: depth must be less than or equal to radius. So depth should be lesser. So what I will do is I'll just give 5 mm and then 6 mm as the radius. So with the same depth and radius, I'm just going to create all these end conditions so that you will understand how that works. So this is a simple bead with a circular cross section. So if you take a cross section at this point, you will have a circle, half circle. So that is the reason it is called as a circular, and formed it looks like this. So we have a lanced as well. For the same configuration, what I will do is I will just create a lanced. What happens is there will be an edge blend between the bend sheet metal and the base sheet metal, but here it will be removed, so it will have an clear clear view inside. So this is how the lanced works, and I'll click apply. And next we have punched. So punched, in this case what happens is it is similar to the punched one. So we have some clearance here between the base sheet metal and the bead. As you can see here, in lanced we don't have that clearance, but in this punched we have this clearance. So we can also have this punch width. If you want, you can just change the value so that the width will be changing here, the clearance will be changing here. So this is all about what we have in circular shape. So let us go to next shape, that is U shape. Okay, I'll just go to U shape and select this curve. So now you can see there is a line here, and then there is a edge blend, and then there is a face here. So if you take a cross section here, you will see a U shape. So if you want, you can change the angle to 60 so that this angle will be changed in the bead. So let me keep it as a 45, and here depth is 5, width is 3, and angle is 45. So I will just create a formed one and click apply. For the same dimensions, I will create lanced. So this will have cut here, and the same configuration I will have punched. So punched will have clearance here. If you want, you can reduce it to the required value. So this validation parameter is already explained to you, and this rounding also explained to you. If you have not checked that video, please go to I think it will be explained in dimple or lower. Please check all the punch videos so that you will understand what does it mean. So I'll click apply. So now we are left with the only one, that is V-shaped. So straight away V shape will not have this face. As you can see here, this is a U shape, so that is why we have this face. So in V shape we don't have this face, so only one edge blend which is coming from this edge to that side edge. So what I'll do is I'll just select this line. So now as you can see here, we don't have that face, so only the edge blend is there. And if you want, you can change the values. So I'll just click OK for this, and the same configuration I'll just create for lanced. So as you can see here, this is a lanced. I'll click apply. So and the next will be punched. So you can see here there is a punch here. Okay, and we are left with one more. I'll just delete this bead and I'll give one more bead here. You can see here one is the tapered one. So I'll just select this, and you have a taper here between this the face base face and the bead face. So this taper you can able to increase the values and control it. So now this length between this to this will be 6 mm. So if you increase this, the taper will increase. So as you can see here, 8, 10 if I give, this length is going to increase, and then the taper angle will going to change. So let me keep it as a 5 mm and I'll click OK. Depending on your requirement, you can use different kind of beads. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. Please subscribe to my channel, hit a like button, as well as share my videos. Thank you guys.